Good afternoon. I'm trying to set this up myself today. I'm the only nerd left at the medical center today, so I couldn't find anyone to tape me. So I'm sitting my camera up in front of me. I hope you can see me. I hope you're doing well. It's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. We're all getting ready for Thanksgiving. Today I'm moving into my next chapter. I've been focusing for the last few weeks on why I'm not an atheist, and today I'm moving into my next chapter. Why do I need forgiveness? And I'm going to start today. I know people are going to want to weigh in on this, and I want you to weigh in, but please remember I'm probably going to do this in 6 or 7 different segments. So I'm going to emphasize God in the end, but I want to start out with just this concept that I think we humans have, that somehow we need forgiveness. And I know when I first began to understand this concept was just after Josh's accident. And I remember thinking that perhaps there must have been something that I had done to contribute to his accident. And to be quite honest with you, I couldn't stand the thought of that. I could stand the thought of perhaps I'd done something to give me cancer and I'd had that bout with it. I'd done something to destroy my marriage. I'd done something to destroy my business. My dad had smoked and perhaps that contributed to his cancer. But the idea that I perhaps had done something, the father's sins contributing to the son's damage and his paralysis, the thought that I could have done something was absolutely more than I could take. And if that were the case, I'm not sure I wanted to live. And I remember distinctly in those first months after Josh's paralysis, really searching, and I know it's not rational, but I was searching anyway. Now, I don't think I'm alone on this. I'm going to read something here in a second. One of the things that happened shortly after Josh's accident is he went to the Charlotte Rehabilitation Center, and there was an older group of people that he was rehabilitating with, but we decided to move him to Atlanta, into the Shepherd Center in Atlanta, and our insurance wouldn't pay for moving him, so I drove Josh from Charlotte to Atlanta, and this was shortly after his accident, and it was very dangerous and very, very scary, and Josh was going in and out of consciousness. And I remember driving from Charlotte to Atlanta. The only thing that would keep Josh alive was rap music, and I'm not a fan of rap, and I was listening to it, and much of it offended me, but there were a few songs and a couple of songs by Jay-Z that caught my attention, and one in particular in which Jay-Z, and I'm quoting Jay-Z and Earl today. I've been quoting Kierkegaard and Lewis and Chesterton, but now it's Jay-Z and my name is Earl. So I don't know what to quite think about that. But in one of Jay-Z's songs, he says, "I've got demons in my past. I have daughters on the way. If the prophecy's correct, the child should have to pay for the sins of the father, so I will barter my tomorrows against my yesterday." And here Jay-Z is talking about the thought that perhaps his sins could somehow contribute to the downfall of his daughters. And again, I don't think many of us think this consciously, but subconsciously there's something in the back of our minds where we feel that we have done things, the unthinkable, and they could contribute and not so bad if they contribute to us, but if they begin to contribute to our children, our loved ones, then that becomes unbearable. And I remember one of the television shows that and it's a comedy, and it used to be on, and the show was My Name is Earl, and again, it's a mindless show, but it was about a guy named Earl, and Earl bought a lottery ticket, won $100,000, and was immediately hit by a car. He lost the lottery ticket, and Earl, while in the hospital, heard of this thing called karma. What you do, you get back. And Earl thinks that he hasn't lived his life. He's a scoundrel. He hasn't lived his life right. So perhaps karma is responsible. So if he begins to do some good deeds to repay the bad deeds, perhaps things will come around for him. And after his first deed, he finds his $100,000 lottery ticket. So he believes in this thing called karma. Now, again, it's a silly show, but I know in the New Testament, in Galatians, we are told, "Be not deceived. God is not mocked, for whatever a man soweth, that shall he reap." And again, I'm going to come back to this, and I'm going to come back to the idea, and I'm going to build a very, very strong case that whether we know it or not, we humans desperately need forgiveness. You know what? I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I love you all. I've loved your comments. Keep your comments coming. Question of the day, question of comments to the website or to the Facebook site is, do you believe in karma? Do you believe that you reap what you sow? Have a blessed Thanksgiving.